Hello students, welcome back to all of you. So today I will try to complete this chapter that we have earlier started, the French Revolution. So almost we have discussed in this chapter, but today we will discuss one more important thing, that is the abolition of slavery. Why this topic is given? First of all, ये टॉपिक दिया क्यों है? Actually the slavery, the abolition of slavery, this abolition, it was done at the time period of revolution. That's why this is very important to study. So the slavery in France, it was practiced earlier in the old regime. Old regime means at the time of the monarch system. जब वहाँ पे राजशाही तंत्र था, उस टाइम पे क्या था? The businessmen or the traders of France, they set up their plantations abroad. They set up their plantations in some Caribbean islands. You know the Caribbean islands? They are located in the western middle part of the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, between the North and South America, near the Gulf of Mexico. So the Caribbean islands, you must write down the names of these Caribbean islands. They established their colonies in Martinique, Guadeloupe, and San Domingo. These are only a few islands. Even on more islands they do the plantations, and the traders or the businessmen, the plantation owners of France, they were producing tobacco, tea, coffee, sugar cane, so many things, those who were required that time in the world market. And these French traders, they were supplying all these commodities in the world market, mainly in the European market. Now, what happened? In the 17th century, the European people, if I'll talk basically about the French people, so even the French or even the other European people, they were not willing to go on these such far away locations. वो इतनी दूर काम करने के लिए नहीं जाना चाहते थे. So the traders, the plantation owners, they were facing the shortage of labor. So the requirement, to fulfill this requirement of labor, another traders of France, they started the trade of slaves. Now some traders, they started the slave trade, and it was known as the triangular slave trade. Triangular slave trade means between the three different continents: Europe to Africa, and then Africa to north, we can say the Caribbean islands, and then Caribbean islands to again Europe. So the two ports were very famous during that time in France. You can note down these: Bordeaux and Nantes. Bordeaux and Nantes, these two ports were very important, and later with slave trade, these two port cities, they also flourished. They also prosperous due to the slave trade. And the merchants or the traders of France, they start their journey from these two port cities, and then they reach on the coastal areas of Africa, and from Africa they purchased the slaves from the local Shiftians. Local Shiftians means the local traders, जो वहाँ के ठेकेदार थे, तो वहाँ से स्लेव्स जो थे उनको परचेज किया जाता था. एंड आफ्टर परचेजिंग द स्लेव्स दे स्टैम्प्ड ओवर देम, उनको स्टैम्प किया जाता था. एंड दे कैटेगराइज देम अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर फिजिक. एंड फ्रॉम द अफ्रीकन कोस्ट they board on the ships, and these ships took nearly 3 months time to complete their journey. From Africa to Caribbean islands, these slaves, they have to spend a life of miserable conditions. Means the owners or the traders, they beat them and they treat them like animals. And even they were given very little, very small to eat. And after reaching to the Caribbean islands, they hand over, they sell these slaves to the plantation owners. And after completing this demand of the labor, as you know, the plantation owners, they were producing the tea, coffee, sugarcane, or so many other commodities, those who were required in the European markets. But during the 18th century, when revolution occurs in the France, so in 1791, when the revolutionary government, or we can say the National Assembly, drafted the constitution, so that time they go for the rights to the human being, civil rights, right, declaration of the rights for all common citizens of the France. And now a contradiction occurs there. एक समस्या वहाँ आई. On the one side, the France that is going for the declaration of rights for the common people. एक तरफ तो फ्रांस क्या करता है, सभी साधारण लोगों के लिए इक्वेलिटी, फ्रीडम जैसे जो राइट्स हैं वो बनाता है, और दूसरी साइड वही फ्रांस अपने ट्रेड के लिए लोगों को स्लेव बनाता है. सो इट वाज ए कंट्राडिक्शन दैट टाइम. बट फाइनली आफ्टर द लॉन्ग डिबेट्स एंड डिस्कशंस इन 1794 द नेशनल असेंबली as you know, later it was known as convention. This convention drafted another order that the slavery was totally abolished from the France. And in 1794 the plantation owners, they face this problem again. They face the shortage of labor, this problem. But when Napoleon took the command of France in 1804, when Napoleon comes in the politics of France, he again start slavery in France. And again this triangular trade started between Europe, Africa and Caribbean islands. And we know Napoleon, he was defeated in 1815. After the defeat of Napoleon in 1815 in the Battle of Waterloo, so in 18 again the Bourbon dynasty was came in the France. Again the autocratic ruling system occurs there in France. But finally in 1848 complete abolition of slavery. This order was passed by the government in France. So this was all about the slavery or the abolition of slavery in France. Then one another small topic that is given in the last of the chapter. Some other revolutionary ideas occurred that time, at the time of the revolution. And one of the change that occurs in the France society, that is related to the censorship. Abolition of censorship. Censorship means nobody can write or debate or discuss his or her own views publicly. So in the old regime in France, during the monarchy time period, only the king having the power. The king have the power to see, to check whatever the writers were writing that time. And only after the permission of king or the censors of the king, the writers or the other artisans, they can paint or even they could write. But during the revolution, as we know, during the revolution, when Bastille was stormed in 1789 summer, from where we started this chapter, Bastille, it was stormed in 1789 summer. So that time the people demanded the abolition of censorship in France. And after the abolition of censorship, now people could write, even they could paint, or even they can debate or discuss whatever happening in the society, or even the people, they were they free to discuss the policy of the government or even the steps that took by the revolutionary groups. So during this revolution period, so the abolition of censorship was also occurred there. So this was also the very important freedom, or we can say the right people got in France. And when the abolition of censorship passed in the France, so people, they got the ideas of liberty or even the equality or even the fraternity, and they were free to discuss or to show their ideas or ideals. And through the play or through their writings, now they were discussing all these kind of rights, all these kinds of ideas, those who were given by the philosophers. So this is all about the abolition of censorship in France. So I think, student, I tried to complete this chapter. Even after, if you fail any problem or if you have any query in this chapter, so you can ask or you can leave your message in WhatsApp group. So very soon I'll send the PDF of question answers or the important notes of this chapter, so you have to write down in your notebook. So till then, goodbye.